How do we know a new dog food has an improved taste? Take your time, I'll wait. Somebody's got to own up to this shit. I've always been curious about the Ibanez metal charger from their 10 series that were out back in the 80s. If the TS10, which is the tube screamer out of this very same series, is now suddenly selling for stupid money. Seriously, I think as I record this, Guitar Center has one up on their website right now for $649. Ever since it became known, or even not even since then, just more recently than that, since it became known that it's a favorite of John Mayer's, the TS10, and it has started bringing all kinds of ridiculous prices on the used market, and a lot of the other 10 series pedals are kind of starting to do the same thing. And I've always been curious about the metal charger, because there's a few different metal distortion pedals out of the series. The super metal probably being the most famous, the original super metal, that is. Then there's the metal charger, and then there's another. There's one or two others, actually, I can't remember. Anyway, but this is the one that's always had my curiosity. So I finally found one on the used market for me to try. These sell used, by the way, for between 80 and 100 bucks, but prices seem to be going up pretty rapidly. So if what you're about to hear with this pedal interests you, you might want to grab it. Go track one down sooner rather than later. I paid about 80 bucks for it, and when I initially plugged into it, I was kind of, but then I started tweaking some knobs a little bit more, and really found some really cool tones out of it. One drawback to this pedal is it just doesn't have a lot of output on it. You may have noticed I ran the level control on this thing at about at pretty much full tilt on 10 throughout pretty much this entire video. Whereas most other distortion overdrive pedals, I'm able to run through this exact same setup between about usually right around the 12 o'clock mark. So not a lot of headroom involved. You got to crank it, unfortunately. But once you do that, you get a lot more playability with these other four knobs and some pretty cool tones out of it. Let's hear how it sounds. I don't know why Ibanez made so many metal distortion pedals out of that series, but I am now on a quest to try and get a hold of them all, because I want to put them all up head to head and hear the differences, minus the Tube Screamer. You know, so I did read somewhere that, you know, one difference, you know, this one has 4 op amps in it as opposed to the 2 in the Tube Screamer, the TS10 Tube Screamer anyway. I don't know how much truth there is to that or not. I've heard about people modding these and adding a couple more op amps or stages or whatever it is. I don't, you know, I've heard about people making mods of these that basically turn them into the TS10s out of that series. I don't know if that's true or not. I will leave that to you to research and find out. A cool pedal from one of the greatest guitar-based music eras of our lifetime, or quite possibly any lifetime. Ibanez MS-10 metal charger. Go check it out. Do the YouTube thing, like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.